The SPTV Inquirer. What inquiring minds need to know. With Oh Hell No.
David Miscavige in Scrooge opening Black Friday, November 29th at a theater near you.
Good morning. I'm your host, Oh Hell No. Jenna Miscavige talks about the nightmares that she has had ever since leaving Scientology. Join her on her channel to hear the whole story. Liz Gale reads her 2016 essay, Why I Cut Ties with My Scientology Mother, in her series where she is reading her book, Confessions of an Ex-Scientologist Pothead. Join Liz Gale on her channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. MssSunriseDawn announced a special delivery in her house this week. She is now a grandmother. So everybody, please congratulate MssSunriseDawn. Lots of pictures. They grow up fast. Bryan Lucas from a Poet talks about his past relationship with Mrs. J and the fact that he misses the way she was but saw it coming. Then he follows up with some of his wonderful poetry. Make sure to head over to From a Poet, Bryan Lucas, and like, comment, and subscribe. Suzy Olberholtz from But First Coffee discusses the possibility that Donald Trump might be anti-Scientology and willing to look into Scientology's tax-free status. Join her on her channel, But First Coffee, for more on this topic, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Meanwhile, Aaron Smith Levin reports that Trump's nominee for U.S. Attorney General is none other than Pam Bondi, a known Scientologist. Check out his report on his channel, Growing Up in Scientology. Jeff from PTS for Life is continuing his series on some leaked OSA files that he is going through and explaining for the rest of us. Make sure to check out his series on PTS for Life and give him a like and subscribe. At the same time, Kelli Copter is talking about fair game tactics and how they're being used in real time. Fair game tactics are being used against protesters and those that are against Scientology. Turn into her channel, Kelli Copter, and find out more. An AI version of Tom Cruise is seen doing a public service announcement encouraging Scientologists to leave Scientology with the help of the SPTV Foundation. Check out the great video done by Church of Satire-tology on their channel and make sure to give them a like and a subscribe. Clearwater Chad, along with John Poe, talk about what's going on in the world of Stuttering Joe and his podcast. Make sure you turn into Clearwater Chad and enjoy the conversation. And always give them a like and a subscribe. On Cultology, they are continuing their series of interviews called Getting to Know Your Activists. This week, they interview Kelli from Intuitive Enquirer. Make sure to head over to Cultology and give them a thumbs up and a subscribe. Lauri gets invited to come inside Flag and find out what Scientology is all about. However, when she reaches the doors, she finds them closed, locked, and the police have been called. Find out how that turns out for Lauri on her channel, Lauri Plays, and make sure to give it a like and a subscribe. Dusty Soda Dispenser has unveiled a new show called Concert Talk, in which he talks about the concerts he's been to and encourages his audience to talk about theirs. Now, don't be surprised if you see some of Dusty's old friends from way back when he worked the concert halls. And also, make sure to stop by and give him a congratulations for reaching the monetization threshold. You should be seeing memberships and super chats soon. Head on over to Dusty Soda Dispenser and make sure to give him a like, a comment, and a subscription. The Journey 2020 has been having some technical issues concerning the pins on her interactive Google map. It seems that some of them are disappearing as she's working. However, she has all of the information and it will not take her long to reset the map. Make sure you head on over to the Journey 2020 and check out her progress. And as always, make sure to give her a like and a subscribe. Speaking of the Journey 2020, she gave Feryl Cheryl some insight on a possible Scientology retirement community close by Feryl Cheryl's house. So Feryl Cheryl decided she was going to go over and check it out. Go check out Feryl Cheryl's findings on her channel, Feryl Cheryl on the Loose, and make sure you give it a like and a subscribe. Matt from ND Media stopped by Big Blue to check out Scientology's continued attempts to recruit children. Big Blue is hosting a Christmas-themed street fair targeted at children. Find out more on MD Media 18 and make sure to give him a like and a subscribe. KTpedia is continuing her campaign calling out DOA for what she considers bad deeds and demanding that he admit to these deeds and apologize to the community for the damage it has caused. Follow KTpedia's channel for further developments. Hitzel finds her way out to Marble Falls, Texas, where she is investigating what could be a camp for Scientology, most likely for minors. See what she finds out on her channel, Hitzel, and make sure to give her a like, comment, and subscribe. MxMsndyMcGee brings us a story out of Phoenix, Arizona, of a deaf man who, while trying to explain to Phoenix police that he is deaf, is beaten and tased by Phoenix police. Find out more about this story on MxMsndyMcGee's channel. Scientology Up North is bringing us some interviews of the unsung heroes behind the cause against Scientology. This week, she catches up with Fat Grammy, who has been doing important work behind the scenes to move the crusade forward. Make sure to follow Scientology Up North for further interviews. Relatable Reese talks about how hard it is to keep up with all her correspondence because she's only one person. In her usual upbeat way and wearing a really cute French-inspired outfit and with Gertie in her arms, she talks about how she appreciates her fans and how she is trying to keep up with the demands on her time. Find out more on her channel, Relatable Reese. Miriam Francis and Ree from Reconnecting discussed the Australian High Court's decisions on classifying Scientology as a religion. Find out what the verdict is on Rage Against the Dark Arts and make sure to give her a like and a subscribe. John Poe of Poe on the Go talks about how celebrities are trying to hide their connections to Scientology. Get his perspective on this topic by watching him on his channel, Poe on the Go. Crazyloveislove opens the conversation about what religious harm to children is and the things people can do to prevent or reduce such harm. Join Crazyloveislove for an in-depth conversation on this topic, and make sure to give her a like and a subscribe. Children of Scientology, a former child Scientologist, addresses children that are still in Scientology about the trials of healing from the abuses suffered in the cult. Follow Children of Scientology to find out more, and make sure to give them a like and a subscribe. Eric Rader continues his flyer campaign on the streets, tacking up anti-Scientology flyers to inform people in the area of their practices and abuses. Find out where he's going to hang his flyers next by subscribing to Eric Rader. Germannews presents an interview done by Jim Norton and Sam Rogers of Tanya Ortega, where they discuss Scientology's secrets and tactics, Tom Cruise and David Miscavige. Head over to Germannews to see the entire interview. And while you're there, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Keith takes us on a trip to Niagara Falls, where in a series of videos, he shows us the falls and nature and talks about things in general. Take a relaxing nature walk with Keith and make sure to subscribe to his channel. Just in time for Thanksgiving dinner, Becky gives us a recipe of stuffed zucchini in a very short video. Stop by Pinche Becky 0F's Given for a great holiday side idea. Marilyn Honig of Coffee, Cults, and Crafts takes us back to the days before the community split, to a time when the Naughty Never-Ends were good friends and kept us entertained while we waited for the Three Amigos. Back where it all began for many of the creators, where chatathons were used to raise money for the charity and life was simple. Stop by Coffee, Cults, and Crafts to relive those glory days. Sins of Scientology tells the story of Charles Manson and his possible connections to Scientology. Listen while the story of Charles Manson is told in all of its details on Sins of Scientology. Jen draws and crafts her way through discussions in her chat on many topics, while creating a safe space for community members to relax and unwind nightly. Enjoy the antics of many of the characters within her chat, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Brad and Maya create beautiful artwork while listening to music and chatting, providing a relaxing, safe space for the audience just to hang out and have a good time. Make sure to subscribe to both DropShortMedia and Maya, aka Alice in Art Supply Hoarderland, for some peaceful reflection. And that's our stories for this week on the SPTV Enquirer. I would like to take a few minutes to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and to remember to think about those who, for the first time this Thanksgiving, are doing it without a member of their family. Be sure to keep them in your thoughts and prayers and hope that they have as good a Thanksgiving as they possibly can. So for all of us at SPTV Enquirer, we wish you a happy holiday.
Spam. Made for Scientology's new meat. For a smile just like L. Ron Hubbard. Use. Backup. The SPTV Foundation. Former Scientologists helping Scientologists escape Scientology. Stan Farms. We have the biggest turkey of them all.